Hi, how are you doing? I hope everything's fine. This is a final update of all the records I got at the record fair last weekend and a bunch of records that I received in the mail in the last couple of weeks. It's a lot, so this might be a long video. Apologies. But I hope you're going to enjoy it because there's some really awesome stuff in here. Let's start with the new vinyl, the records I received in the mail. First up, this is Red Line by Trans Am. This is a Trill Jockey 20th anniversary reissue. It's a gatefold, it's a double LP. Trans Am I guess they're still a post-rock group, but they mix the post-rock sound with electronics and with vocoder vocals and with just very hard rocking tracks. They come in. This is the first time I see a Trill Jockey release with these Dr. Deadwax sleeves. See Dr. Deadwax always showing sleeves like that. They came with this. Didn't came with the blade sleeve, so they probably had to make a choice. I don't know. I love this album. This is really good. If you like, maybe if you like a more post-rock version of Defamed, you might like this. If not, then you're probably not going to like it. I really enjoy this. This might be my favorite of the two that I picked up, the reissues. Yeah, they're out now, so if you're interested in this type of music, electronic, post-rock, vocoders, feedback, noise, just hard rocking tracks, this is where it's at. Also, finally got the TNT reissue of Tortoise, also on the Trill Jockey 20th Anniversary Edition, double LP. I think it's been shown, so I'm not going to open up the the record. It's not a good condition blade sleeve they're using, not at all. It's quite tight and it tears. So eventually I might have to ditch this outer sleeve. But this is a great jazzy post-rock album. Ends with a little more electronic songs, but overall it is mostly jazz-based post-rock. Very good and very beautiful jazz-based post-rock. So that's that one. And then I also received this one by Tortoise. This is Beacons of Ancestorship. It's a single LP, gatefold. I have not listened to this one yet, but it's more electronic. That's all I know. So it's still the jazzy Tortoise sound, but more electronics thrown into the mix. So that's another Tortoise, and that's, I think, concludes the whole 20th anniversary reissue series. I do hope they continue with other records that I'm very interested in, but I finally got my Tortoise complete, so I don't really mind. Prog and Jazzman Dave in the UK showed some master musicians of Bukkake recently in one of his, I think, American prog videos. I never thought of this band as a prog band, but now that he mentions it, it has very big prog leanings. This is a reissue of Totem 1. This one was out of print very early on. It's the hardest to find. Can go up to 60, 70 euros. But this is a reissue, and I think this one is going fast as well. I wanted to order it on Boomcat, and within like 2 or 3 days it was gone. It wasn't on Boomcat anymore. Sold out probably. So I had to go to Discogs, and there was one sealed, being shipped from Germany. For the record itself was like 16, 17 euros, so that's a really good price. With shipping, it came to about like 24 euros. So I'm psyched. This was the only one I still needed, and this is great. Spiritual, mystical music, with maybe a little drony elements in it, but it's just very, very spiritual. I'm quite positive that Nathan will love this. David Sequoia Flame, you will like this. Tony will love this. Mike, Bostonian Reggie, you will like this. There's so many people. I know Andreas, Grecian Thunder likes this, Sonic Mainliner. So if those names are, if those users, if you trust their taste, this is what they probably dig. This is a great album. Yesterday I picked up a package that at the post office because I wasn't home when this was delivered. It's the new Guided by Voices, The Bears for Lunch. Simple black vinyl, comes with an inner sleeve with the lyrics on the other side. I have not spun this, but only the first song I quickly sampled, and it's Guided by Voices. It's the third album this year, and crazy shit is going to happen because from now on, every year they'll release 2 albums, one in the early parts of the year and one in the later parts of the year. So I don't know what happened with these guys, but I fucking love it. I'm a big Guided by Voices fan, so that's their new album. I don't need to explain how Guided by Voices sounds. I think they're very lo-fi. Their songs are short, fragmented, but beautiful at times, and at times they're just full-on tracks. It's just wonderful. And the shop where I ordered it, they threw in this 7-inch flexi 7-inch of Still Corners, Cabot Cove. Had to make the hole a little larger because it wasn't playing. So, but I played it and it's okay. It's just maybe a little dream pop from America. I think they're on Sub Pop. But yeah, this is nice, flexi disc. Those were the new records that I received. And here are the Goodwill. No, I wish they were Goodwill because they would have been cheaper. But this is the record fair finds. I went to a record fair last weekend, the biggest in the world. Shot some footage, but I'm a dumb fuck. I don't know how to hold my camera when shooting footage, so it was all like bended and crooked, and I'm not gonna upload that. But it was big, bigger than last time, and there were over 500 stands of people selling records. I went with a good friend of mine who's on the Facebook page. His name is Michael. I also met up with 2 Vinyl community members. One being Cherry, Maanvader1. He did videos. He might do them again. He might not. I don't know. He's also on the Facebook page, but he's more. I know him a little bit more on another Dutch music forum. Really nice guy. He gave me a record. I'll show it later on. Thank you for that already. I'll probably thank you later on again. That was a lot of fun. Also met up with Mr. Rompert, Marcel, who should do videos again if his camera works. So Marcel, if your camera works, do videos. I miss them. They're awesome. We talked a little bit. We will meet up again, and but the thing with record fairs and meeting up, it's like you're constantly looking, to stands like there. I need to go there, or I need to go there. So we didn't talk a lot. We all went our separate ways, and later on met again, showed records off, and you know the kind of drill. So it was really nice meeting both of those final community members. Maybe next time there will be more. Who knows? Maybe a small meeting could happen. I know Chris Basket showed interest of coming here next year as well. Uh, I advise everyone who's a record collector and in Europe, because outside of Europe it's a little pricey to get here. But if you're in Europe, you should at least visit the giant record fair once in your life. So now it's time to show the records. First up, this is a metal album. Yes, I picked up a metal record, and it's Pitch Shifter Industrial. This is something I was big into. Excuse me. I was big into this band in the early 90s. As it says, it's industrial, it's metal, it can be compared to Godflesh and I don't know. Godflesh comes to mind. There's an inner sleeve which shows one of the guys, him wearing a Head of David shirt. So it's like Head of David, Godflesh. I don't know. Just a lot of bands on the Earache and Peaceville label. This is originally, I guess, on Peaceville, but this is on, I don't know, it's a little Def Records. It says it right there. Came with the merchandise order form. This is awesome. Their first two records are awesome, really. Heavy, hard-hitting industrial metal. Cool stuff. Also picked up this. This has been reissued. It's limited to 999 copies. 3 different colors. Excuse me. So you get 333 red vinyl, 333 white vinyl, and 333 blue vinyl, which coincidentally make up the colors of the Dutch flag, because this is part of a new series called Dutch Vinyl Masters, and this is the very first Earth and Fire record. It says there. So music on vinyl. On the back, it basically has some information. This is a great heavy prog album. It's, in my opinion, not as good as their, the 2 albums that came after that, but it's a killer album, and the packaging is pretty neat. I don't know if the original packaging. I'm gonna close up this shade. Sorry. I don't know if the original packaging had like a real match paper here and a real staple here, but this one doesn't. It's basically, it flips open like this, and you get the record. Wait a minute. Look. In here you got the credits. Then there's this little flyer or inlay that shows all the Dutch bands that are on Music on Vinyl. And this is the inner sleeve, and it's on red vinyl, and they reproduce the Polydor label. So it's a nice package. Yeah, and it's good music. So what more do you want? It's the record itself. The original has been out of print for years. Goes for over €100. So this is just great to have them reissue this. I know they recently also did a 10-inch of Super Sister. So hopefully the original albums of Super Sister will be released as well. But this is awesome if you like, heavy prog, Dutch prog. Good stuff. Finally, also picked up a copy of Depeche Mode's Violator. This was $7. It's an original German copy. There. Now the sleeve itself is not in the greatest of shapes, but the vinyl is, and that's what matters. I'm slowly going to continue buying Depeche Mode records because I friggin' love them, and I can't wait for their new record to arrive early next year. Here we got, I hope I can show this. I hope you can see it. It's up there. This is Faust so far. It's Four Men with Beards reissue. Comes with these art prints containing, I'm not going to show all of them, I'm just going to show the first, containing the song titles. And then the last one is basically the credits, song titles, and it's a Rainy Day Sunshine Girl, the lyrics for that. This was one of the records, including the Earth and Fire, that I really wanted to find. And I'm glad I did. I still need Faust 4, which I will find for sure. Great album, great, krautrock album. Showing the black sleeve. How interesting is that? This is another one that I was really looking for. This is the recent reissue of Agitation Free Malèche. They also had a reissue of Agitation Free Second. Didn't pick that one up because there were so many other things that I wanted. The little liner notes there. It's on, this is the label. Nothing special. Oh, there we are. But this is great music. Sort of a, I don't know, Middle Eastern kind of vibe to the krautrock they have. It's just beautiful, beautiful music. It's on HID Records. There. It's from Germany. And it's just great music. It's just very, like I say, Middle Eastern, North African type of krautrock. It's really good. Thought this was an LP, but it's not. It's an EP. This is Square Pushers, Numbers Loosened, from 2008. It's 6 tracks, which was why I thought it was a complete album, because some of his tracks can be very long. It's on Warp. It's got the similar labels. This is glitchy electronic, early rave sounding stuff. Yet it's from 2008. I like it. I like Square Pusher a lot. Hope to slowly complete his discography as well. So, Warp Records, Autacra, Aphex Twin, Played, Square Pusher. They're all in the same sort of vein, except this guy is a little more drum and bassy. This was a grail. I wasn't expecting this one, and I picked it up. I'm psyched. This is an original copy of Liquid Successive Reflexes. Sorry. It's on 99 Records. This is in such good shape, and I'm so glad I found it. Awesome, awesome. I now have all 3 original copies of these Liquid Liquid EPs that they released in the early 80s. I also saw I think it's on Soul Jazz, an LP containing all 3 EPs for 15 euros. I paid a little bit more for just this record. Let's just say, including the 2 other EPs of Liquid Liquid, I paid 150 euros. But I love them all. It's only 5 tracks, but they're funky, no wave, post-punk gems. Really, really awesome. And this is one of the grails in my collection at the moment. This was very cheap, and I think I know why. King Crimson in the Court of the Crimson King. Why is it cheap? Because I think this is a bootleg. It was only, I guess, 7, 8 euros or something like that. Yeah, Pink Island label? Come on. So this must be a bootleg. But I don't really care. You know, I'll find an original copy someday soon. I just want this record. It's a non-gatefold King Crimson. Don't need to explain this too much, do I? I mean, most of you guys are already knowledgeable in prog-rock and prog and all that stuff, so there you are. I haven't listened to this one yet, by the way. I'm ashamed I haven't, but there's too much music. This is Der Plan, soundtrack for a movie called Der letzte Rache. I think it means the last revenge. There's some photos of that very strange film. There we are. It's got crazy fish creatures on there. If you know Der Plan, they're a avant-garde post-punk group from Germany. Maybe, well, I think they're hugely influenced by the Residents. They kind of have that Residents sound to them, but you know, it's just awesome. It's on the original Atatak label, which I freaking love. So yeah, I don't know how to explain their music. You just have to hear it. Just look it up on YouTube. Crazy, weird German madness from 1983, I guess. So that's Der Plan. This was a great find. This was $10, 10 euros. Original sealed copy of the deluxe edition of Sister World. It is a double LP. Came with the normal album Sister World and with the Reinterpretations album, which includes remixes by Tom York, Melvins, Alan Vega, Devendra Bernhard. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It has like 2 booklets, one for the normal album, one for the Reinterpretations albums, just photos. And then information there. And it's got 2 CDs, one for each album. And that's it, I guess. There's nothing more in here. It's The Liars. I have not listened to this one. Quickly sampled it, and it's fucking good. I love The Liars. So glad to have the deluxe edition. This one is, again, a dubious release, but even this release is pretty expensive. It's a krautrock buried treasure, maybe. I have not seen anyone in the vinyl community talk about this. It is Oko, sitar, and electronics. Originally, this was on BASF, MPS, at least BASF. I don't know if it was MPS. But this is, like it says, sitar and electronics. That's Oko Becker. Apparently he's Dutch, but he lived at the time in Germany. Um, he plays the sitar, obviously, and this is the label. So it's a boot probably, but even this boot, which it's pretty hard to find. Um, on Discogs, it already goes for crazy money, and I know the original goes for even crazier money, but I'm so glad I found this. It's in really, really great shape. Um, it's funky, it's sitar, it's moog, it's krautrock, it's wonderful. I love it. So that's Akko. If any of you krautrock fans know more about this record, this edition, let me know. Just a couple more. This is, I think, the last Dutch album by De Diff. They're a Dutch post-punk group. It's called In Front, the record. It's on Trans Global, and it's good. It's, I don't know what post-punk group they can be compared to. Maybe The Sound. Maybe. I don't know. But I like it. You know, it's good. It's very repetitive, but I like the fact that they sing in Dutch. Not a lot of bands at the time doing this type of music were singing in Dutch. This is the record I got from Cherry, Maanvader 1. Exkurs, Fakten sind Terror, German new wave band with very little post-punk influences. It's electronic. It's odd at times. There's the lyrics. There's a panther. I knew of this album. I never saw it, and he came and gave me a copy. Thank you so much, Cherry. This is, I have sampled it, and it's really right up my alley. It's just wonderful. Electronic, Neue Welle, post-punk, whatever. You know, it's that type of music, just the type of music I like. So thank you so much for this. I will eventually find a really nice record for you and give it to you the next time we meet. I hope I will find something cool. Anyway, Exkurs, Fakten sind Terror. Last two records. I guess I'm doing okay. I'm not doing Mr. Fartboy here. I can if I want to, but no, not really. This is 808 State, album called XL. This is from 1991 on ZTT Records. Just show the label. Electronic early rave. Pretty damn good. I like this band a lot. On this album, they worked together with Bernard Sumner and Björk. Before she went solo, she worked with these guys. It's good electronic dance music. You know, I like this kind of stuff. Great album. I really need their first one, which is an acid house classic. This is more rave, but it's really, really damn good. And the last record is, when I saw it for this price, I was like, it's mine. Online it goes for 60, 70 euros. Well, my copy was 24 euros. It's Beat Happening, Black Candy from 1989. This is the UK edition. Excuse me. On Rough Trade, originally on K Records. This is just, you know, a wonderful lo-fi, indie pop, indie rock album. Their records are really hard to find. So when you find one for like 20, 24 euros, you pick it up. At least I do, because I freaking love their music. So this is another grail. This is just awesome. So there you are. That concludes my update of all the records I picked up at the record fair and the records I received. There's a couple more records being that I have on order, so there's going to be another update, not soon, but this year. We're close to the December month, which is a busy month for me, so I don't know if I can do a lot of updates. I don't even know if I can buy a lot of records, so we'll see. Anyway, take care. I might do some collection videos or something in the future, in the next month. We'll see. Leave some comments, and if you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe. Take care, and I'll be seeing you. Bye bye.